Let's talk about another issue, and that is the suspension of payroll taxes, which even a number of Republican senators oppose. There are two issues there seem to be here. First of all, suspending payroll taxes doesn't help the millions of people who are out of jobs and don't have to pay payroll taxes, so they don't get a benefit there. And it's also not a payroll tax cut. It's a payroll tax suspension. Isn't there a danger that a lot of businesses won't pass these savings through to workers because they're going to hold on to the money in as much as at some point, according to this executive action, by the end of the year, those payroll taxes are going to have to be paid anyway?
Well, Chris, the president wanted to do a payroll tax cut. We could do the payroll tax deferral. He's going to go to the American people and tell them that when he's reelected, he will push through legislation to forgive that. So in essence, it will turn into a payroll tax cut. But let me just also say, for the hardworking people that don't have jobs, that's why we've extended the $400. What we should be doing is let's pass legislation on 70 or 80% of the things that we agree on so we can get money immediately to the American public. Schools need to reopen safely. I've spoken to many of the governors, both Democrats and Republicans. They need this money. We have more than enough money to give it to them. And the Speaker is holding that up.
I want to pick up on what you just said, that if the president's reelected, he would like to cut the payroll tax. The payroll tax is what finances Social Security. The payroll tax is what finances Medicare. Democrats are now saying if President Trump is reelected, he's going to gut those programs because he's going to gut the tax that pays for them.
Chris, that's not the case. There would be an automatic contribution from the general fund to those trust funds. The president in no way wants to harm those trust funds, so they'd be reimbursed just as they've always been in the past when we've done these types of things.
So you're saying that there'd be no payroll tax cut, there'd be an income tax, increase? Because we're already running huge deficits, so how are you going to pay for it from the general fund?
Chris, there's a payroll tax cut, which is like any other tax cut to hardworking Americans, and you just have a transfer from the general fund. So during fiscal times, we're focused on tax cuts, regulatory relief, direct payments to Americans. We'll deal with the budget deficit when we get the economy back to where it was before. Right now, we're focused on delivering very needed relief to American families that have been impacted by this terrible COVID economic issue.
Just to be clear here, though, the Democrats are saying the result of a payroll tax cut is it would mean a cut in benefits for Social Security and Medicare, to which you say
that's just factually inaccurate. There'd be no reduction to those benefits, and the president's made that very clear. But the issue here is let's pass legislation on things that we agree on. Let's not hold up money to education for kids getting back to school safely. Let's not hold up money to state and local governments where they need it. The Democrats have to come off of a ridiculous $1 trillion number to state and local governments to bail out some of the states that were poorly managed.
Well, let me just ask